right. Okay, I'm live, looks like. Okay. So, doubt if anybody's ever will watch this, but just in case. What I am doing, I'm running Nina. I'm capturing M42, which is the Orion Nebula. And I have a camera out back. Well, I've got a rig out back, but I'm going to show you real quick. So let me show you that screen. So here is my rig that I've got out back. Let me show you. Oh, you know what? Gotta refresh. Okay, there we go. So here's my rig. I didn't even notice it has done a meridian flip. And so here's my rig right here, guys. This is a pretty simple rig. I've got an onstep system running on here. Got an SV Boney camera, 605 CC, one-shot color camera. So let me put this, because this light, this is a security light. It has infrared, so I like to face that this way and lock it in place. All right, so anyway, here is the M42 Orion Nebula. I'm using a broadband filter, which is a SV240. And I'm guiding with PhD2. And it's not the best, but it's probably the best that it's been since I've had this telescope in this spot. Usually I have to put it further out into the yard so I can actually see Polaris, and I didn't do that because I wanted to keep it on the patio. So PhD2 has a way to set up a celestial pole meridian kind of a alignment, and I never could get it all that dialed in, but I dialed it in enough to where, you know, my guiding is somewhat acceptable. It's enough for me to get these 40-second subframes. And I would say, I mean, these stars are mostly round, guys, but I might have to do a little bit of work in post, but they're pretty round to me. They're pretty round. So this is how my stuff is really gonna look. Let me see. Got a warning. What's the warning for? Chat, what's up, chat? We got anything? Anybody out there? Right, recentering. Okay, that's good. So it's automatically, I am using in the advanced sequencer. Now I have a sequence routine that I did not create. I think it was Patriot Astro where I got this from, but it's a pretty slick routine. It's almost too complicated for what I'm doing tonight, but it is really good. But yeah, it at some point realized that it wasn't quite dialed in, so it's plate solving and re-slewing and centering everything up real good. So I mean, that's the kind of stuff you want. Now if I was to go to bed, I mean, this should be able to take care of itself pretty good. Yeah, guiding is definitely working better on this side of the meridian than it did on the other side. What the? Oh my gosh, we got an Amber Alert. Okay. Hopefully everything goes good with this kid being abducted, apparently. Okay. Guys, I've never went live before, so I have no idea how this goes. Like, none whatsoever. But apparently, it's a going. So like I said, guys, so where is it now? So yeah, we're back to capturing frames. So I am trying to get a very good picture of M42. I got two phones going on here. So I'm trying to get a really good picture of M42 so I'm entering a contest and I hope to win. I do think it's a long shot because I'm pretty new to this, guys. Like, it's been about a year that I've been trying to get serious about this, but it's really only been a month since I had a picture that I was like, oh man, I think I'm figuring it out. I think I'm getting somewhere. Because just 2 or 3 months ago, I could barely get any picture at all. And my editing was basically just non-existent because my getting pictures was so bad. So I think I'm figuring it out, guys. As you can see, it's weird because the screen that I'm using, I don't see this color cast right here, kind of on this right side of the screen. But on my OBS software, I see it. So this is going to be a bit of a problem. And ultimately, I might just cull all of these frames out. I actually have probably 60, 70 gigs worth of data already on this target. But I just wanted to get more of using this broadband filter because I have a number of filters. I've got a luminance filter, a broadband, a narrowband, and UHC. I never actually used that one. I've been to a dark site and I used no filter. I was at a Bortle 2. I used no filter when I was out there. I shot all kinds of frames at different different frame rates. Not different frame rates, but different lengths. So guys, you can maybe see when it kind of just changes up a little bit. These are different individual frames coming in. So down here, it shows that I'm exposing. So 21, 22. So I'm getting up to 40 seconds. And when it gets to 40, that exposure is over and it's going to start a new exposure. So that's where we're at. Look like we got the first chat in history. Somebody said, awesome, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, first time going live, first person to ever say anything, guys. So I appreciate it. Looks like we got a third viewer in the house. What's up? Thank you. Thanks for the first. Yeah, man, I'm going live, guys. I'm trying to take this Astro thing somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I've got it's got a couple hundred subscribers so far, and I'm trying to just take it further. I'm trying to do something with it, guys. So I'll show this again. What is happening? It says flipping, but I thought it already did a meridian flip. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys this. So here's my camera. That's out back. I have an infrared light, so I try to point this away because I don't want to interfere. Okay. Oh, yeah, so it is doing a meridian flip. Yeah, this isn't my Dob rig, as you can see. So this is my deep space rig. I hope to get my Dob more set up for imaging and get, planetary and stuff. That's what I want to do. But it does have a much longer focal length. So galaxies and stuff that's hard to get with at this focal length. I do hope to maybe use the Dob to get some imagery of that type of stuff, like the galaxies that's just very small in the frame. I have a focal reducer on this rig. So with the focal reducer, it's like a 460, millimeter type of a reach. And, that's not very much zoom, but the Dob, boom, it's 1200 right out of the gate. And then, I've got different Barlows. I've got a 2X. No, I got a 2.5 inch. Actually, a really nice one. I haven't used it yet. And I have a 3X, which that 3X might be a little much for my viewing conditions here. But, guys, let's see. Somebody's been admiring my channel. Hey, I appreciate it, guys. It feels like, the hard work is, at least somebody's watching it, and so people are telling me, they've been looking at my Dobsonian build with the onstep that it's, they're wanting to do it themselves. So that's really neat, guys, because mostly everything I learned is just from being online, doing research. So if I can kind of be a part of that to just go back with it, I think that's cool. I can just kind of give it back to the community, you know what I'm saying? That's the deal. So it looks like I just did a meridian flip, and now it's got to go through another focus routine and stuff. Guys, I don't know how many people in the chat that actually does imaging with Nina, or I never used ASI Air. They say it works really nice, and it's basically like the Apple of imaging. But guys, I'm an Android guy, so I kind of stay away from that kind of stuff. Yep. I got the winter storm coming in as well. And so this is going to be probably my last day for this target, and I'm packing all this stuff up. I actually had my rig outside on my patio for the last 3 days. I've been covering it. And I have a NUC computer out there, and I cover it up. I bring the NUC in. But yeah, after tonight, the rig is coming back in, and I'm going to be doing a lot of editing. But yeah, with the 200p, that should be a pretty awesome build. And let's see. So we keep getting these Amber Alerts. It's unfortunately, it looks like some kid was abducted out here. So the person, who is it? Let me try to get it closer. I got 4 screens out here, and it's kind of far away. Let's see. Yeah, Indiana Homestead. What was I gonna ask? I can't remember. My bad. But anyway. But yeah, guys, anybody have any questions about the any of my builds or anything like that, feel free to ask. I might be able to, share a little insight. Somebody had reached out to me earlier today. They wanted to talk on like Discord or something, and when I got off of work, man, I was sleepy because us Astro guys, we be up late. So I fell asleep, and when I woke up, I reached back out to the guy, and he hadn't responded yet. So, but yeah, seems like a lot of people have, some questions about it. And truthfully, it is working. It's working great, but I haven't done like the grand reveal, on the channel or nothing like that yet. So I'm still kind of working on it. Oh, that's what's up. My build is how you got into the onstep rabbit hole, guys. Onstep is amazing. The unit that I'm using right now, it's onstep. Now that was from a man. It's 3 phones in this room, and they just keep going off. Golly. Okay. But yeah, onstep is amazing. And I'm gonna tell you, and everybody's always like, oh man, to get into imaging, it's gonna be 3 grand, it's gonna be 5 grand. Guys, I didn't spend nothing like that. I I bought my mount. It was part of a group of things that I got on eBay, and it was like $300. So you can say my mount. I'm sorry about this, guys. So maybe you can say my mount was $200. On step was 150 something dollars, and there you go. You know. Yep, I'm using Nina. Yeah, I just saw the plugin for live stacking, and I've just been so trying to figure out, like the sequencer and stuff that I haven't, delved into that yet. There's a YouTuber by the name of Dark Rangers Inc., an Astro YouTuber, and he's having a contest. And the contest is on M42, so I decided, and it's done by the end of this month. So any of you guys want to get in, go ahead, Dark Rangers Inc. So it was like the second or third of this month I saw his video, and he's like, okay, failed to solve. We'll see if we can get back in there. Yeah, we're just really blurry right now. So anyway, I've been basically all my time has been going into getting M42 together. So let's see if this thing's gonna get itself together. But yeah, the only live stacking that I've done a little bit with Shark Cap. Oh my God. I've never seen these Amber Alerts go off like this. Like I said, I do have a bunch of phones in here. Okay, I don't know if they're getting updates, more information. Looks like they got tag plates on whoever's abducted this kid. So yeah, I used SharpCap with a little bit of live stacking for planetary, and I don't know much about planetary, so I'm trying to get into it. Oh, thanks for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, guys, I've got another YouTube channel, and I am monetized over there. I just do like stuff around the house and stuff, so I never really be like subscribe, because it's just about views really to kind of get you some money. But on this channel, oh my God, I need to get to 1,000 subs so I can reach, to get monetized. And if I get monetized, I can maybe get a little bit more money to just put into these projects, and I think that'll be awesome. That's what I'd like. So as you guys can see, it looks like yeah, so we can see right here. So Nina has already noticed that we've drifted too much, so it's already going to recenter. But it looks like the focus routine has did its job, and it's so we're looking pretty good. But I've got a lot of stars coming in, and I already knew, not stars, clouds. So I knew about around 10 o'clock this is gonna be it, and it looks like these clouds are coming in, guys. So um, I actually have probably 70 gigs of data on M42. So I might have to cut it about right here. And because, yeah, we're just getting a lot of clouds in here. So we're guiding. So let me check if it's gone back to actually imaging again. Yeah, so no, right now it's just running the robo copy. So I'm not exactly sure. Oh no, we're imaging again. Okay. So we are imaging. But yeah, guys, I was into photography, and I'll tell you guys how I got into this. My other YouTube channel is just called J Pulley. It's just like that. And I need to upload to it more often because I notice my views are just starting to tank, and the little bit of money that I do get over there is starting to go down. So what I hope to do is actually get more videos out over there since I am monetized, and then use that money to do more Astro stuff, you know. We got some issue. Okay. PhD. So as you guys can probably see, where's my toolbar? Oh, there it is. Okay, it caught the star. So I can't remember if I said it earlier, but I use because where my scope is right now, I can't actually see Polaris. So I use that celestial meridian line alignment that's part of PhD2. And it was really hard to even get it close. And I never got it extremely close, but I was able to get it close enough to do my 30 and 40-second frame. So that's what I'm doing here. And so after the meridian flip, I really don't know what my guiding is going to look like. And so far, pretty bad. That's some embarrassing guiding. Let me just go off of that real quick here. But yeah, guys, so we definitely got some clouds, and it's reflecting all the light pollution. And what is it crying about? This might be it. The clouds and whatnot might just be too much to overcome. Let's get guiding again. It might be too much to overcome. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not using the Dob Rode the Rockstar. I'm not using the Dobsonian. I'm using my my other. Let me see. I'm using this setup right here. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, and my guide scope is just not the best in focus. And as you guys might can see here, maybe I have an on axis guider, and man, I just never been able to get that to work. I never can get it to do what it needs to do. Let me try to zoom in and show you. There we are. So there's my on-axis guider right here. And yeah, I never can get it to focus while the main camera is focused. And I know they have to have the same back focus and all that kind of stuff, but it just drove me crazy. So I have not been able to successfully get that, but I really do need to, because my rig is a little bit too heavy for what I've got going on. And that's part of my guiding issues, is I'm probably exceeding the weight of what this really should be able to do. Let me see. Yeah, the other channel, if you actually look, I've had that channel, that J Pulley channel, for like 18, 19 years. A lot of YouTubers that do a lot of stuff. I was actually first. I was one of the first guys building computers on the internet. I was gaming on the internet. I mean, I was doing a lot of stuff. I'm definitely probably one of the first people who went Super Saiyan on the internet with like special effects, because back in the day, guys, you had to use like After Effects and everything like that. So, and I did that probably like 2007 or maybe earlier. So there's a number of my videos that's like 18, 19 years old. But, you know, over the years, I've been uploading stuff and just doing stuff. Because oftentimes what would happen is I'm doing a project around the house and I maybe needed YouTube, but I felt like things were missing. So I'm like, man, let me go ahead and make a video. And so that's what I would do. And I'd make a video and put it out there and get a little views. So that's kind of been a thing. But yeah, guys, with these clouds rolling in, I might go ahead and call it good. So this RoboCopy plugin, I don't know if anybody's used that. I found it to be really handy, because I have a server in my basement and, you know, I've got like, I don't know, 26 terabytes. So everything just copies right over. So that's part of the sequence. Here it is right here. So it just copies right over to my server. And my connection to my server is all, you know, Ethernet. I want to get fiber optics, but it's all fast enough. I can stack and stuff right off of the server, so I don't even have to have that in my main computer right here. Yeah, Ro the Rockstar. I know if you can build an EQ platform for your DOB, and if you want to do pictures, it's going to be better. But DOBs they're big and heavy, and they present a lot of challenges. But if you are able to do it, that's going to be your better option for imaging for sure. Man, this dang thing. So skip the dither. Guys, as you could probably know, I'm still a beginner at all this, guys. I like to tinker. I'm a little bit handy, but I am not a imaging master. I've got a lot to learn, you know. Yeah, the German equatorial mount with the refractor, guys. I think that should be everybody's starting point, really, because trying to, like, my Dobsonian, I can take images with it, but it's not really set up great for imaging, and it just presents a lot of issues with imaging with it. But I primarily just want to try to do some planetary with it, because it just has so much reach, so much ability to reach out and grab, you know. Let me see what the images are looking like. Ah, yeah, it's going pretty bad. I think the clouds is causing me to lose my guide star. So that's why PhD 2 keeps acting up. So I think I'm gonna have to call this imaging session done. I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this session, shut everything down, and bring all my gear in, guys. So I appreciate everybody who came and chatted. That was pretty cool. You know, it's first time me saying what's up, chat. So I appreciate you guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. And you know what? I actually don't know how to stop this. Let me see. Oh, okay, here we go. Stop streaming. Okay, guys. Peace. See you later. NWT out.